players. They'll go about 9 deep, maybe 10 deep tonight, and everyone plays a critical role.
Dave Fernandez steps between Records and Richard Njoku, and we're underway in Annapolis as the Mids will move left to right here in the first half. Great to have you with us on ESPN Plus and our radio audience on the Navy Sports Network. Sean Yoder, two-hand pass right side, knocked away by Tucker Richardson. Richardson to the front court. Yoder trying to get back to stop the ball. Finds Ferguson, puts it up. Too strong, but the tip. There he is. Keegan Records taps it in for the first two of the night for Colgate.
And right on cue. And Pete, the thing that set that all up is the active hands, and that's what Colgate will do in their half-court defense.
And DeCellis talked about that in our keys to the game with him, Mike. They cannot have a high rate of turnovers here tonight because Colgate scores at a blistering pace, and when you give them easy chances, that just adds to it. Gate averaging 78 a game. The Mids allow 59. Njoku inside against Records. Kicks it back out to the perimeter. Inge will drive to the baseline. Right-hand floater. In and out, no good. And Records has the rebound.
It's always interesting to watch these visiting teams decide how they're going to play this Navy team. Who are they going to play off of? Who they're going to double team. They're going to let certain guys shoot the basketball tonight that aren't accustomed to shooting.
Cummings across the top of the key. The Bowling Green transfer picks up his dribble. Holding, still holding. Records comes to help outside the arc on the right side. Picks up his dribble. Richardson circles to the top. Njoku picks him up on the switch. Kick it to the corner for Cummings. Outside Moffitt. Keeps it rolling for Richardson. Richardson looking to get down the lane. Nice shovel for Records for the two.
And that's what happens if you don't control the basketball, Pete. You close out, not under control. The guy goes by you and sets up an easy layup.
Austin Inge to the front court. Bumped by Cummings as he drives down the lane. Gives it back to Yoder with 20 on the shot clock. Tyler Nelson in the corner for the Mids. Looking inside for Njoku. They find Yoder. Yoder down the lane. Lost it off the feet of Njoku and Records both. Here comes Richardson down the lane. Looking for help. Moffitt is there. Kicks it back to the corner. Ferguson pump fakes Njoku by. Nelson tries to come and help. Feeds Records coming inside. Score it. And he draws the foul.
Can't ask for a better start if you're Colgate. You know, they're getting points in the paint, Pete. They're driving the ball here. It hasn't been three-point shooting.
All set up by defense and turnovers, though, Mike. A breakout leads to a really nice pass here from Ferguson to Records. Two guys hack him in the back of the head, and he'll go to the line. What I tell you before the game, Keegan Records is the guy that kills the Mids.
No, you're right, Pete, and he's doing it so far. Only 2 minutes in, or almost 2 minutes in, but again, this Navy team a little sluggish here to start.
Their top three guards average 37 a game. They haven't had to take a shot yet. Moffitt falls down. Nelson, 17-footer off the back iron, no good. Rebound to the corner, picked up by Ferguson. Cross-court pass for Cummings. He's open. He'll fire the left side three. That's off the mark. Rebound goes to the corner. Nelson will grab it for Navy. 7-0 Colgate. Just over 2 minutes gone by here in Annapolis. Nelson to the front court. Kicks it out to Carter on the right side. Carter back dribbles now. Guarded there by Moffitt with 19 on the shot clock. Picks up his dribble. Finds Inge here on the right side. Looking for Njoku on the inside. And Records with a steal on the overplay. Ferguson, advanced pass ahead to Richardson on the left wing. The three is short. Rebound to the corner taken by Yoder. Sean will have it coming the other way with a right-hand dribble across midcourt. 25 on the shot clock, 17-19 to go first half. 7-0 Colgate. Yoder into the lane, fires it up with the left hand, no. Rebound comes down to Nelson. Inside, oh, he hit Njoku in the face.
Rich wasn't expecting the pass at all.
Mike, really impressed by the intensity of the Colgate defense. It's not something we've seen quite at this level the last couple of years when we've seen these two teams play. Impressive half-court man-to-man right now.
Yeah, very active, Pete, and it's more with their hands than their feet. They do a great job of just having active hands, passing lanes or dribble drives.
Inge picks up his dribble, goes right side to Patrick Dorsey, who's into the game quickly for the Mids. So is Deaver. Back to Dorsey. Dorsey down the right side, spins into the lane, pulls up. Ferguson got a piece of that, rolled off the rim anyway as the shot clock was winding down, and Moffitt runs it down in the corner.
And a couple of looks Carter and Dorsey had, Pete, that were wide open. They are being patient offensively, but those shots are going to be there. They're going to have to take them from deep.
Cummings, and we're going to get a hand-checking foul here called on Austin Inge.
That's a matchup you know Matt Langle wants to try to exploit. You got a senior in Cummings against a sophomore in Austin Inge who's only played a few games so far this year. It's a great matchup to watch.
The young official Tim Smith making that call. Those are the kind of things that have not really been called the last 3 games when we've had really good veteran ACC referees working the last couple of games. That will be a factor in this game tonight, how this game is called. Dwayne Gladden and Dave Fernandez run with the youngster here this evening in Annapolis. Carter left side for Nelson to the short corner. Dribbles, gives it to Deaver. Skips it right side for Dorsey through his hands. Richardson applies ball pressure. Out on the wing to Inge. Around the Deaver ball screen. Inge down the lane, takes it to the glass, put it off the glass for 2, and he draws the foul.
We see this a lot with Navy, these kind of slower starts, and then they finally get a shot like Austin Inge driving and going to the free throw line, hopefully propels them to get going a little bit, a little low energy here to get started.
Records picks up the personal foul, his first. And Inge, again, not afraid to challenge at the rim. And I think if Records keeps his hands up, he's okay, but he took that right-hand swipe. And even if he didn't make contact, it's that appearance of taking that swipe that really gets you in trouble. Inge, free throw on the way. Got it. Badly needed points for the Mids. Almost 4 minutes gone by, and their first points of the game. Inge's three-point play makes it a 7-3 Colgate lead. P.J. Roach into the game for Navy, and Austin Inge will get an early breather.
P.J. Roach can be a big distraction defensively against Nelly Cummings. He's an active young player who gets after you.
Cross-court pass to a wide-open Cummings. That's good. The Bowling Green transfer knocks it down for 3, and it's 10-3 Colgate.
Well, the issue is if you don't control the ball, that's what happens. Help defense comes over, and Colgate is so good at kicking it out to shooters.
Nelson up top for Deaver. Keeps it moving right side for Dorsey. Looking for Nelson curling in. Collision there. Ball comes loose. Here comes Colgate the other way with a 2-on-1. Ferguson picks up. Hits the trailing Cummings. Open 3 on the way. That's no good. The rebound to Deaver for Navy. Outlet Nelson right side. Finds Roach now. Colgate 3 of 7 from the field so far, leading 10-3.
The issue's been turnovers, Pete. 3 turnovers for Navy. 5 points off of the turnovers for Colgate.
Dorsey probing in the lane. Shot no good. To your point, Navy with 4 turnovers, and Navy now 1 of 6 from the field. Cummings on the right side. Picks up his dribble. Bounces for Ferguson in front of the Navy bench with 15 on the shot clock. 5 minutes gone by first half. 10-3 Colgate. Records comes out to help here facilitate offense. Gives it to Richardson. He fires a 3 deep right side. That's short. Rebound to the corner.
His level is much better than Navy right now.
Richardson off the inbound. 3-pointer across the rim, no good. And Carter has the rebound for the Mids. Quick outlet up the sideline for Roach. He'll tap the top of his shoulder. Calling out the play for the Mids with 14:40 to go here in the first half. Nelson on the wing up top for Deaver. Deaver pump fakes, and that'll be a blocking foul. Jeff Woodward, the sophomore out of Audubon, Pennsylvania, called for the personal foul. And that's the difference with Deaver, Mike, and we saw it the other night against Lafayette and their great big man, Neil Quinn. Njoku, he's going to the block.
Yep.
Deaver, he'll take you all over the court.
He's a little more of the stretch four without the shooting, right? So he brings you out front and handles the ball so well, passes it well. He's improved so much.
Don't tell him he can't shoot. He hit another 3 the other night. He's out here every day working on it. Deaver banging with Woodward. Oh, beautiful up and under, but he shot it short. Carter tries to tip it up in the air. Walker's in there to keep it alive, but finally Moffitt pulls down the rebound.
Well, they're getting shots up on the rim, but nothing can seem to drop yet for the Navy.
Woodward inside now against Deaver at the other end. And DeCella said that was an important thing, getting shots up on the rim. Good move by Woodward, missed the shot it flat. Made a good move to get underneath Deaver, but he just didn't shoot it high enough. Roach across the ball screen, top of the key, wants to come back right side for Dorsey. Trying to create an angle in for Deaver. Lobs it into him now with 18 on the shot clock. He'll face up, fire the short corner jumper. That's short. Deaver still does his best work near the basket, but falling in love with being a jump shooter here lately. Walker against Moffitt inside. Richardson now outside against Dorsey with 15 on the shot clock. 13.5 to go first half, 10-3 Colgate. Lob to the right corner. Cummings is there. Fakes Carter by. Takes it to the short corner. Richardson, extra pass. Moffitt left side 3. Too strong. Rebound to John Carter on the weak side for Navy.
Well, that's Colgate in a nutshell. They make you scramble like that, and you get open looks. Navy's fortunate these shots aren't falling right now for Colgate from 3.
Roach trying to get down the lane against Cummings. Gets into the lane. Shot too strong. Woodward has it knocked away from behind by Deaver. It'll go to the Raiders. Inge back in. Roach will go out at 13:06, and the Raiders leading by a count of 10-3. Navy hasn't scored in almost 3 minutes. Colgate won for its last 9 from the field. The Mids are fortunate not to be down even more than the early 10-3 score.
Yeah, no doubt. And if Navy gets back into this thing and potentially wins down the road, Colgate's going to look at this stretch here where they're not taking advantage of it.
Cummings doing just that, though, right on cue. Takes it to the basket and lays it in. He's got 5. 12-3 Colgate with 12:47 to go in the half. Inge for Carter right side. Deaver falls over down on the post. Carter has to reevaluate. Goes back up top for Inge. Deaver sets the ball screen. Inge goes around, gives to Deaver. Pump fakes on a three. Left side, Dorsey. He'll fire the three. Cross the rim, no. Carter taps it out, but Moffitt is there for the rebound. Shovels to Richardson. Cummings, trailer. Down the lane, gives to Woodward. Knocked away, gets it back. Into the corner, Cummings. Good pump fake. Short corner jumper, yes. Nelly Cummings, fantastic use of the ball fake. Mike, you heard the Colgate staff there yelling, man down, man down. To, hey, we've got 5-on-4 here. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, no doubt. And Cummings showing you his versatility and how he can score the basketball with that great mid-range jumper.
Jalen Walker up top now for the mids. Takes it down the lane. Had it knocked away. Richardson gets it away into the front court. At the other end, Lynch Daniels, pump fakes, still holding. Kicks it back up top for Richardson. Richardson down the lane over Deaver. Offensive foul.
Yeah, it's an extended drought, and not just offensively, but defensively too, Pete. You know, just not having the right attention to detail on the defensive end, but really it's more offense. I mean, they have had a ball. Colgate's touched a ball, I feel like, on every possession Navy's had offensively so far.
Dorsey back dribbling here. Christian Silva into the game. John Carter to the bench. John has yet to take a shot in this game. Inside for Njoku against Woodward. Right-hand jump hook. Too strong. Silva punches it out. Dorsey has it.
Well, that's what Navy does, though, Pete. They get a shot up. They get a hand on the ball. They're a great offensive rebounding team.
Best in the Patriot League at it. Here's Dorsey down the lane. Gets around Cummings. He shot it short, though. He got all the way to the bucket, and he shot it short. So the mids, again, get a decent look at the basket. Dorsey beat Cummings, which is a surprise. Gets down the lane. Left it short. Mids now 1 of 12 from the field. Get it into Njoku. Back to Pat in the corner. Dorsey trying to spin out of there. 17 on the shot clock for Navy. Headed toward the 11-minute mark. Njoku inside for Woodard. Back to Dorsey. Dorsey up top. Silva. Christian for the open three. Yes.
And it feels like they needed that bucket just to kind of get these guys relaxed potentially and just get after playing loose and free. A little tight here to start the game, obviously.
Silva 33% from three-point range. That's his 10th make of the season for the mids, who trail 14-6. He's been a nice find for the mids off the bench. Getting more minutes now than ever before in a Navy uniform. Moffitt down the lane over to Njoku, and he rolls it in.
That's a nice finish by Moffitt, too, because Njoku was up high there to try to block that one.
16-6, the Colgate lead is 10. Inge to the left side, Silva. Up top for Njoku. Brings it right side, fakes the handoff to Walker, goes to Dorsey. 17 on the shot clock. Dorsey down the lane, switches to the left hand, missed it again. Ferguson speeding the other way for Colgate. Cummings to the trailing Moffitt. 3-ball on the way. Front rim, backboard, no. And we'll get a foul on the rebound. It'll be on Navy, I believe, Walker against the big man Woodward inside. Sam Thompson into the ball game, sophomore out of Ontario. Shout out to all of my Woodbine Mohawk friends in Ontario. They announced the Breeders' Crown and Harness Racing will be at Woodbine in October. So a lot of those folks enthused up there. Woodward backing in against Njoku here. Very patient. Woodward missed the shot, though. He made a nice move to get there, Mike, but he couldn't finish.
How about the quick jump by Njoku? Because he got the pump fake and then quickly got back up again and altered the shot.
Very deliberate is Woodward inside. Gave Njoku a chance to get back in it. Inge to the short corner, right-hand floater, too strong. Woodward the rebound.
That's 2 from Austin Inge and 2 from at least from Dorsey. That's 4 shots around the rim that Navy normally makes.
2 of 15 for the mids now from the field. 16-6 Raiders on top. Woodward around the screen, takes it inside. Oh, he got hit. That's a very late whistle, but it's the right one from Tim Smith. I mean, it was like NBA-like. If he makes the shot, I'm not blowing the whistle. He misses the shot, so now I'm going to call it.
Sure was. It's the right call, but definitely.
I mean, watch how late the whistle is. He hits him right here. Now the arm goes up. As someone who's officiated for 34 years, young fella, you can't be that late. Get that whistle in your mouth and your arm up in the air. Woodward, 0 of 2 from the field. He's already got 3 rebounds and an assist off the bench. Misses the free throw here. Nelson and Carter come back for the mids. Dwayne Gladden having to get everybody on the end of the bench down there to kind of sit down. Those guys, everybody down there trying to get everybody pumped up for the Mids right now, down 16-6. Woodward's second one is no good, and the rebound comes to Njoku. Thompson got a hand on that for Colgate, but the Mids secure the defensive rebound.
He sure did, Pete, and Navy's just lucky to only be down 10 right now. It's pretty incredible given how poorly they were playing offensively.
That shot no good, and Woodward has the rebound. Down the lane, Ferguson takes it right to the basket, and he lays it up and in. And for the team that gives up 59 points a game with 8:55 to go, the Raiders leading at 18-6. The Mids defensively equally struggling at the defensive end. Colgate has missed some easy shots. Inge down the lane, looking for help. Up top, they keep it moving for Carter. Carter down the lane, gets bumped, and he'll go to the line. John just missed his first field goal attempt of the night a moment ago, and doing what he's done much better this year, Mike, that is getting to the foul line, second most on the Navy team behind Greg Summers, who has missed the last 3 games and is still the Navy leading free throw shooter by 10.
This is a huge weapon for John Carter. You've heard me talk about it multiple times. I even mentioned it to him after one of the games. I said, look, just keep taking it to the rim. If they're going to get into you and make you a three-point shooter, you got to drive that basketball.
This is one of those games where the shots that Navy is getting inside, Greg Summers, as easy as Inge and Dorsey are getting in there, that's what Greg Summers thrives in offensively. He would be that guy normally taking it in there to the rim like that. And this is one of those games where you're missing his production right now when everybody else is struggling.
Yeah, no question, Pete. I mean, you'd like to think that eventually not having your full complement of players could be a challenge. Tonight is a good example. You're spot on. Greg Summers scores around the rim at will.
Thompson trying to get around Nelson, and Nelson bumped him.
Yeah, it's a good call. He definitely bumped him, and Navy having a hard time controlling the guy that has the ball, staying in front of your man that you're defending.
And, Mike, that's where it all starts.
Yeah.
You have to contain the ball.
Especially against Colgate, Pete, because if you don't, they make the extra pass as well as anybody.
They get it into Records out on the wing. Looking for Ferguson. Still holding. Back up top now for Ferguson. Lynch Daniels back in as well. Transfer out of Houston Baptist University. Ferguson rolls his way down the lane, and he makes the shot while falling to the hardwood. 20-8, the Colgate lead. Carter trying to get down the lane. Finds the Njoku for the two-hand flush.
Well, that's better offense. Get into it a little bit earlier. Maybe playing at a little bit quicker pace early in the shot clock will help his team.
Smith-Daniels in the high post now for Thompson. Thompson against the Njoku. Picks up his dribble. Looking to the corner. Finds Smith-Daniels there. Back to Thompson. Nice play by Sean Yoder to step in the passing lane as they were trying to find Records. Finds the trailing Carter. John looking to probe down the lane. He gets fouled on a reach-in. I believe it's going to be Richardson here, and it is.
A help defense by Navy now, last possession.
Of their last 7. Spot throw in on the baseline for Austin Inge. To a cutting Tyler Nelson for the best bucket of the night for Navy.
Nice out-of-bounds play. Coming out of a timeout, you got it to an 8-point game. Huge 7 minutes here coming up for Navy. Feels like they're starting to get their legs a little bit.
Ed DiCello's talked about the rebounding. Mike, Colgate out to a 14-12 edge in the rebounding category.
Navy leads the Patriot League in rebounding. It's such a critical stat for this team.
Ferguson, beautiful backdoor pass for Thompson. Sneaks underneath of Njoku and Nelson and just held in there long enough and pump faked him until one of them fouled him, and Nelson will be called for the personal foul.
Kind of bailed him out, Pete. They had him caught down there underneath the rim and the bottom of the backboard, and a foul gets him to the free throw line.
Colgate a minus 2.2 in the rebounding category coming in right now, +2. Walker comes in for Nelson and likely rides the rest of the way here in this first half at 7:06 with Nelson to the pine with 2 points, 2 rebounds. Thompson makes the first. He'll have one more. Second one, also good. Thompson on the year, 77%er. And the Raiders lead again by 10, 22-12. Yoder up top for Njoku. Looking for help. Cummings knocked it away from him. Carter just happened to be there. Carter gets the ball screen. John dumps it off for Rich in the lane. Power dribble. Pump fakes. Had it stripped. Smith-Daniels coming the other way. Picks up the dribble. Drops it off for Ferguson. Left side for Cummings. New tradition here for Colgate. Names on the back of the jerseys this year, Mike. Here's Records inside, and Keegan Records, who scored the first 7 of the game for Colgate. He's got 9 on 4-4 shooting and a free throw to go with 3 rebounds. 24-12, Colgate by 12.
Those names on the back make it even easier for the all-star that you are, Pete.
Not me, man. Not me. Walker to the corner. Yoder is open for right side 3. That's good.
Feels like he needed that for his confidence, Pete. He struggled a little bit from the perimeter the last couple of games. Big shot there.
6 of 30 from three-point land coming in. 24-15, the Colgate lead trimmed to 9. Cummings picks up the dribble, goes up top for Thompson. Thompson holds, gives it to Ferguson. Ferguson down the lane, kick out right side. Smith-Daniels 3 on the way. That's off the mark, no good. Walker taps the rebound out, but he can't get it. It'll stay with Colgate. Smith-Daniels shooting 47% from three-point land on the year, so the rare miss from him. Played for Ron Cottrell at Houston Baptist. Coach Cottrell just had his 500th career win. Smith-Daniels and my youngest son Cody sharing that Houston Baptist uniform in their past, and both transfer. Left side Cummings. Cummings, a great ball fake. Shot way too strong. Smith-Daniels kept it alive, and he's out of bounds, though.
Pete, that was just more of a jab step than a ball fake.
Yeah.
That was just a triple threat. I'm going to jab with my right foot. And
you try to teach that to kids, Mike, but every game this year we've seen somebody use a jab step or a shot fake or a pass fake, always to successful ways to either getting your teammate a bucket or getting yourself a bucket.
Yeah, certainly a lost art, Pete. And a perimeter player, you got to have all 3 of those to be able to score.
Deaver back into the game for the Mids. Goes right side for Carter with 17. Up top, Inge. Keeps it moving for Yoder. Sean. Pump fakes. Now drives into the lane. Trying to get all the way to the rim. Goes underneath of the rim. Kicks it back out to Inge with 8. Austin with 7. Looks up at the clock. Deaver setting a ball screen for him. Inge into the lane. Right-hand floater. Oh, my. Austin Inge with a terrific shot. On the run from 14. It's 24-17 game. Navy climbs to within 7. The closest it's been in a while.
Yeah, chipping away, Pete. And they're doing it by just being a little bit better offensively. And when they make shots, you see how their defensive intensity picks up as well.
It's like that with almost every team, Mike. You make some shots, it makes you want to play harder at the other end. Records is still holding. Throws into the backcourt, and he throws it away. That's a Navy, again, good ball pressure against Records, the big man. Trying to get it to Cummings, and Navy now trying to take advantage. Turnover against the Raiders.
You know, and for the first time this season, particularly in Patriot League play, Pete, we always talk about the last 5 minutes of the first half. This is a huge 5-minute stretch in a big game here for both teams.
Third turnover for the Raiders. Navy has turned it over 6 times. 4:48 to go in the first half. Navy's hit its last 4 field goal attempts to cut the lead to 7, 24-17. Inge back up top for Walker. Walker trying to get down the lane. Got a ball screen. Deaver shot no good. And Smith-Daniels pulls down the rebound and comes to the front court with a right-hand dribble. Passes to Ferguson, and Ferguson gets the hand check called on Yoder. But again, Mike, it's that ability. And both of these teams, almost every guy on their club has the ability to get a rebound and go with it. They don't need the point guard to come get it. Smith-Daniels' ability to get that rebound and push gets Ferguson to the line with a 1-and-1 here by just simply being able to do that.
It's like a 4-guard set, Pete, and that's what they're running. You know, everyone can handle it. They'll have one big man in, but all 4 guys can really share it, handle it, and, you know, play like a point guard.
Ferguson with a miss at the foul line. Walker the rebound for the midshipman. Ferguson a rare miss, an 87%er. 4:23 to go, 7-point Colgate lead. Inside for Deaver against Woodward. Deaver comes out the other side. Bottom of the rim, no good. Woodward has the rebound.
It looked like Deaver got bumped a little bit, but, you know, a no call with those 2 big guys battling.
Cummings, Dorsey trying to work over the ball screen to stay with him. Cummings goes to the other side, finds Woodward, 17 on the shot clock. 4 minutes to go in the half. Raiders by 7. Cummings into the lane, lobs for Woodward. Deaver had his back to him, and Cummings found him for the easy bunny, his first 2 of the night.
Yeah, Daniel just lost him there, Pete. He wasn't seeing the ball and his man very well defensively. Easy layup for Woodward.
Yoder on the right side, looking for Deaver in the post. Instead, dribbles it to him, gets double teamed, finds Deaver. Deaver inside against Woodward, throws it up off the backboard with a left hand, and it rolls in.
It always looks a little unorthodox, but when Deaver gets going, he can really score inside. He's off to a bit of a slow start, 1 for 4 now.
He's the leader of the all-YMCA team. Moffitt rolls left side around the screen for the easy layup. Nobody home for Navy, and he lays it in.
That'll really bother the coaching staff. Coach DeChellis not only not guarding the ball, but then no help side defense on the drive.
Walker out on the wing up top for Deaver. Left side, Roach. Roach up top for Yoder. Sean will fire the three. That's good. Man, has his offensive contribution been huge tonight. 2 3-pointers. He cuts the lead to 6, 28-22.
We talk about Navy's depth, different guys, different nights, and Yoder doing a great job of keeping this team within arm's reach.
Woodward up top. Hands to Smith Daniels into the lane. Back to Moffitt. Wide open three on the left wing. Way too strong. Yoder has the rebound. Roach will push to the front court for the Mids with 2.5 remaining. Up top for Deaver. Yoder on the curl. Sean, top of the key. Across the rim, no good. And the rebound to Smith Daniels.
It's a good shot, though, especially when you've just made 2 threes in the last few minutes.
Smith Daniels puts the head down, trying to get to the lane. Roach got a piece of it, but Smith Daniels able to keep it. Woodward at the left elbow with 18 on the shot clock. Back to Moffitt. Moffitt guarded by Walker. Takes it to the corner. 2 mids there to defend. Ferguson, deep three right side. Short. Rebound, Deaver. Boy, Ferguson was way out there in that Dave Smalley logo on the far side. 2 minutes to go, 28-22. We've still not had the under 4 media timeout. Deaver down the lane against Woodward. Puts it up with the left hand. Misses. Ferguson with the rebound. Deaver now 1 of 5. He's scored 46 points in the last 3 games for the Mids. Struggling a bit here tonight. Ferguson into the lane. No good. He really forced it up there, hoping for a foul, and Dave Fernandez not providing. Here's Roach. Finds Deaver for the easy lay-in. All the timeout. Raiders have led by as many as 12 at 24-12, but the Mids right now climbing back in it, down 4. Richardson up top for Woodward. Backdoor cut by Cummings. Nicely done, and he lays it in. And Roach trying to recover out of control, bumped him to the ground.
And that's a needless foul. Just let him have the 2. That's a great play coming out of the timeout by Coach Langle. Nice backup by Cummings. Can't have that kind of foul, though. Just give him the 2 and move on.
Great job. Put Richardson back in, and you put your running back out with the 2 fouls. He was trying to get some offensive continuity, and they end up getting a layup out of it. Lynch Daniels back into the game. My apologies to Oliver's family down at Chapel Hill watching the game. Kept calling him Smith Daniels. Guy that played for my man Ron Cottrell. I got to be better than that for my guy. Judd Kinney and Stephen Key, Coach Cottrell's longtime assistants down there. Walker on the right wing, lobbing in for Deaver on the baseline against Records. Up top for Walker. Jalen to fire the 3. That's flat. Rebound to Ferguson. Outlet to Lynch Daniels.
The pass wasn't good by Deaver, too. Jalen had to go down really low to catch it. Made it difficult to get into that shot.
Lynch Daniels across the top of the key, guarded by Walker with 19 on the shot clock. 53 seconds to go in the first half. Gate by 7. 31-24. After the Mids had just cut it to 4 after being down 12. Records to the corner, ball knocked away by Yoder as he tried to get it to Ferguson on the far side. 10 on the shot clock, 44.5 to go here in the first half. And Richardson will come back for the offensive possession. Lynch Daniels will go out. Sideline out of bounds play. Records up top with 8. Taking it left side. Picks up his dribble, hoping, praying for help. Uses his shoulder to clear some space. He'll force it up left side. That's an air ball. Walker gets the rebound on the weak side. 3-second difference shot clock to game clock. Assistant coach John Perry tells Roach to pull it back out here. Cummings not just going to let him stand there, though. Hand off to Carter. Yoder up top, Deaver. Roach to the lane. Finds Carter now with 8 on the shot clock and 12 on the game clock, and Ferguson is called for the foul. Just the 6th against Colgate, so no free throws involved. They had a foul to give.
That's smart basketball by Colgate there. Get the foul you have to give. 10 seconds left here. Big offensive possession for Navy to try to get some momentum going into the locker room.
Ferguson's first into the corner for Yoder against Ferguson now. Sean with 7. To the baseline. Triple teamed underneath, ball knocked away. Ferguson, he's got Lynch Daniels ahead of the pack, and he'll go up and lay it in. Raiders with the ball for the start of the second half. Richardson on the right wing. Navy down 9, 33-24. Pete Medhurst, Mike Erie with you. And Records, just like he started the game, starts the second half.
Miscommunication, Pete, between Richard Njoku and Sean Yoder. They both went to the ball on that ball screen.
Who was Nostradamus before the game? I was. Keegan Records now with 11 in the ball game. Nelson, his shot too strong. Richardson has the rebound. Pushes to the front court to the trailing Cummings around the Moffitt screen. Finds an open Richardson. Pump fakes against Carter. Ball deflected by Inge. Caught by Cummings. And Njoku's going to get there in time for the offensive foul. Cummings thought that Njoku was standing out of bounds. He can be underneath if you pass.
Right.
He can't be there if you're shooting. Watch the rotation by Rich. Does he get there in time? Foot's inbounds, yes. Dave Fernandez right there on the baseline with the eagle eye. Carter trying to get around Richardson to the glass. Shot left short. Ball knocked around underneath. Taken by Moffitt.
Good drive. A lot of contact. You got to find a way to finish that if you're John Carter.
Cummings floater, yes.
He just went coast to coast, Pete. I mean, it wasn't like it was some special play that they ran there.
9-0 run over the end of the first half and start of the second here. There you see the John Carter numbers. Trying to do something about it, and he's fouled at the foul line. Moffitt thought he had a clean takeaway, but Dwayne Gladden says no. It'll be a baseline out-of-bounds play for the Mids. He was not in the active shooting. So a spot throw-in coming up for the Midshipmen. 18:43 to go second half. Colgate all of a sudden ballooning it out to their biggest lead of the game at 13. Nelson in the short corner. Back dribbles and now drives against Moffitt. Lobs for Inge. Tough catch there by the Navy point guard. Inge down the lane, picks up the dribble. Forces it up with 7 on the shot clock. No. Gets in possession to tap the rebound, but Moffitt able to get it away to Records.
A lot of sloppy offense here, just kind of like the mid-start of the first half.
Navy did not practice Tuesday. Unable to have a shoot-around today because of the class schedule. And showing that sloppiness here so far in the game tonight. Moffitt forced it up. Carter with a block. Nelson coming the other way. Got a big screen from Njoku. Jumper is good.
If you're Navy, you're looking for that shot or that play that kind of propels you to kind of go on a run here. Big screen by Njoku and a good mid-range jumper by Nelson.
37-26. Nelson has 4. Cummings for the answer left side. Shot no good from 3. And Nelson has the rebound. 37-26. Colgate with 17:40 to go here in the second half. Nelson picks up the dribble, goes right side for Inge. Looking for Njoku in the post. Instead, they go back up top. Nelson who reverses left side. Carter onto the wing. Yoder. Sean, bounce pass inside. Records with the overplay. Keeps it alive. But is he out of bounds? Njoku is when he touches it. So it's out of bounds off Navy. Turnover number 8 by the Mids in the game.
And Rich is posting hard in the post there. They had him on one side of the floor. They rotated the basketball. It's got to be a harder pass, though, from Sean Yoder. A little too soft with that entry.
Records very active, trying to front Njoku when the pass comes in as well. Playing good post defense. Cummings trying to get into the lane against Inge. Throws it up off the backboard. No. Records with the offensive rebound. Out to Moffitt for 3. Bang! Ryan Moffitt.
Sorry, Pete. One of those nights. Richard's got to get that rebound. It doesn't, and they get an unsettled situation that leads to a 3.
39-26. Colgate advantage. Yoder is open for a right side 3. That's good. Sean Yoder with his 3rd 3 of the night in 3 tries. He's trying to keep Navy around in the game. 39-29. The Colgate lead is 10. And with Greg Summers missing a 4th straight game, Nelson called for the kick here. If anything that's come out of it tonight is Sean Yoder is finding that offense, Mike, that has eluded him, as we noted. 6 of 20 from three-point range this season. And the Mids need that from him on the floor.
Yeah, he's much more confident in his three-point shooting. He's made all 3 of them and looks much better offensively.
Patrick Dorsey comes in for the Mids. John Carter will get the breather here, which will carry us probably to the under 4 immediate timeout. 3.5 minutes gone by here. Here's Inge stepping in the passing lane. Did he save it? No. On the sideline. That was the kind of play, Mike, you were alluding to right there, that you need for something good to happen.
But even still, you love seeing that energy, Inge in the passing lane, you know, just kind of something to get these guys going a little bit more on both ends.
Scoreboard clock shows 40-29. The game stats show 39-29. We'll have to point that out. Now they corrected it. It was in the stats that it was wrong. I thought when they hit the 3 that it should have been 40. And there's a foul right there on Inge, working against Cummings. Second on Austin Inge. Ferguson inbounds to Richardson, right side, Records. Looking to roll right to the basket, and he stuffs it home. You go, Keegan Records. 13 for the big man.
He's proven you right tonight, Pete. He has been a killer for this team, but poor communication again. Just simple ball screen action that Navy's struggling with.
Inge down the lane against Cummings. Drives in second half. There you see Matt Langle. 4 straight years above 500 for the Raiders and built a championship quality program. Here's Deaver trying to answer with a 3, and he got it again. Daniel Deaver now 5 of 17. That percentage goes up, Mikey, every game for Daniel Deaver, and a big 3 to cut the lead to 10.
He's saying, yeah, I'm a stretch 4. Watch me.
Moffitt trying to get inside for Records. Back out to Moffitt on the perimeter. Into the corner, Richardson. Back into Records against Deaver. 10 on the shot clock. Records trying to move his way inside. Right-hand jump hook. Rolls around. Takes a trip around the rim and goes down. Give Keegan Records 15.
No double team, Pete, which Navy wouldn't do, but handling it on his own. Daniel Deaver, great jump hook by Records.
Records now 7 of 8 from the field on the night. Deaver trying to take it to him at the other end. Out to Dorsey for an open 3. Bang.
They're going to need a lot more of these, Pete, and they got to go, 3 for 2 a little bit. It's only a 9-point game, ton of time left, but these are big buckets for Navy.
44-35. Moffitt outside. Still keeping the dribble alive against the ball pressure of Nelson. Looking inside for Richardson against Yoder. Richardson with his back to the basket. Now drives it into the lane. Kicks it out for Ferguson. Got Dorsey to go by. 3-pointer on the way. Yes.
They were 1 for 12 in the first half, Pete. You know they're not going to go 1 for 12 the second half. Excellent pump fake there by Ferguson.
2 of 3 in the second half now for the Raiders from long range. The lead back to 12 at 47-35. Deaver on the right side for Nelson. He'll try the 3. That's good. Wow.
This is NBA All-Star Weekend 3-point shootout we got going on.
Navy now 4 of 4 in the second half from 3-point range. 47-38. Again, the lead down to 9, but can they get a stop? Richardson loses it, goes to the corner. Moffitt is there. 17 on the shot clock. Moffitt brings it back up top. Ball deflected by Inge against Cummings. Shot clock at 9. Inge 1v1 now, trying to take Cummings. Cummings into the lane. Cummings, beautiful ball fake, and he banks it off the square for 2.
That's the difference between a experienced senior and a sophomore. It was really good defense for a while, but Cummings was patient with a great ball fake.
Cummings now 6 of 12 from the field. He's got 14 points. Deaver out to Dorsey. And we're going to get a blocking foul called against Ferguson. Ferguson may have got himself in trouble there. There wasn't much contact, Mike. I think he went for the flop, hoping for the charge. Dwayne Gladden, a veteran official. Always great to have Dwayne here from nearby Bowie. U.S. Army veteran. You get the same game from Dwayne every night. And that's the beauty of what you ask officials. Bring the same game, and Dwayne does that every night.
Mr. Consistent.
Yes,
right?
sir. Cares about his job. That's what I like about him. Backdoor cut. Dorsey, beautiful delivery by Deaver for the lay-in. 49-40 Colgate with 13.5 remaining.
And that was almost like the Nelly Cummings out-of-bounds play in the first half, run by Navy.
Woodward, who gave Cummings that layup, gives it to Lynch Daniels. Woodward gives it back to him. Lynch Daniels to the baseline. Throws it away as Roach has the intercept. 3-on-2 developing the other way. Left side, Dorsey. Left wing 3. Yes!
And I love that offense out of the defense, Pete. You get a steal, get it up the floor, get some early offense.
Just as they did in the first half after falling behind 12. Navy makes a push to cut it to 6. 49-43. They got as close as 4. 28-24 the first half. Lynch Daniels played for Steve Smith at Oak Hill Academy. Gives it back to Woodward. Woodward against Deaver with 15 on the shot clock. Woodward backing his way in. Still backing in, and he lays it up and in.
He's so methodical with that dribble backing in Deaver. It's almost like you bring someone over just to
Force him to speed it up.
Exactly.
Carter on the left wing, now to Dorsey. Biggest stat in this game, Carter with just 2 points and only 2 shots. Nelson trying to back his way in against Moffitt. Right-hand floater, no. Tipped up by Deaver, no. And Woodward collects the errant tap from the Navy center. Now to Cummings, 51-43. Colgate by 8 with 12-14 remaining second half. Cummings against Dorsey. Cummings takes him into the lane. Pulls up. Got it.
And he got a little contact there. They could have almost called a foul on Dorsey.
You saw Dorsey just stop moving with his hands straight up in the air, hoping that the officials wouldn't call a foul. Cummings, so good. Bowling Green transfer now with 16 and a 10-point Colgate lead. Deaver puts it on the floor against Woodward, who blocks the shot. Lynch Daniels had it knocked away from behind. Roach the recovery. Comes the other way, 4-on-2. Dorsey fakes on the left wing, drives, kicks it out to Carter, to the trailing Nelson. Tyler to a right elbow jumper, around the rim, no. Mids had a 4-on-2, come up empty. Richardson on the right wing, guarded by Carter. Lobbing for Moffitt underneath against Roach. Kick it back up top, Cummings. Quick high post pass to Woodward. Woodward should go right back to Cummings.
Things will slow down when Woodward touches it.
Richardson fakes right, goes left. Down the lane, picked up by Deaver on the switch. Fall away, yes. The veteran, Tucker Richardson, off the left side. His first bucket of the night.
You can see the offense. Now they're shooting 53% from the field, Pete. They're getting in a really good flow at that end of the floor right
76, now. Mike, here in the second half, 10 of 13. Deaver up top, left alone for the three. Off back iron, no. Carter, the offensive rebound. Shovels to Nelson. Pump fakes, bank shot, yes.
Maybe scoring, but a lot of trading baskets. You know, they got to really you look for that 2 consecutive stops in a row. Can you get 2 or 3 in a row as opposed to, just the 1?
Colgate has made its last 8 shots. They lead at 55-45 with 10:27 to go. Hard to make a comeback when you're not getting any stops. Richardson inside to Woodward against Deaver. Shot clock at 10. Gonna try and back him in. Comes into the lane. Goes back to his right shoulder. Here comes the help. Back to Cummings. Gets one guy to go by. Cummings shot. Off back iron, no. Gets his own rebound, though. Fresh 20 for Colgate.
They did everything right. Long rebound, and that's what happens on missed three-pointers. You get some crazy rebounding.
Raiders +6 rebounding the ball right now. It's unheard of against Navy. Cummings picks up the dribble. Finds Woodward with 3. Big fella's got to rumble to the basket. Fall away from 14. That's an air ball and a shot clock violation.
Yeah, nice response from Navy.
Saturday against the very, very tough Boston University Terriers. 55-45. Mids with the ball, 9:43 to go. Colgate 10 of 15 to start the second half. Navy 8 of 15. Carter, left side, that's way off. You can see that when it left his hand, he wasn't set. Shot it on the move. He was moving right, and the shot went right. John with 2 points on 0 of 3 now from the field. 4 rebounds. Nice move inside. It's Records again. And he breaks his own record. That's a new career high for Keegan Records with 17 points. He's now 8 of 9 from the field to go with 4 rebounds and 2 assists in the ball game.
Yeah, a great finish with a lot of contact inside. Combination of guys hit Records, but he again continues to dominate these mids whenever he plays them.
Just a junior out of South Kingstown, Rhode Island in the mids. Tapped the rebound up in the air for a minute from this angle. You thought for a minute they were tipping it in the basket. 57-45, Colgate by 12. Mids playing without Greg Summers for a 4th straight game. Backdoor pass knocked away by Moffitt, recovered by Ferguson. Defensive intelligence from Colgate tonight has been spectacular. Played it very well at the defensive end. Records feeling it, right to the rack, puts it up and in. And the Colgate bench rises on the far side.
They're not able to handle him, Pete, and he's going to the rim with authority and aggressiveness.
Deaver pump fakes Records, goes by, kicks it out to Silva. Pass at his feet, though, unable to shoot. Gets it to Carter now. Deaver with 15 on the shot clock. 59-45, Colgate by 14. Deaver trying to take Records down a lane, spins away, shot short. Records with good defense that time. Forced Deaver to go away from the basket instead of toward it, finishing at the backboard. Records spins around, goes to the rim, and he's fouled on the play.
You have to look at that again. I thought Jalen Walker got a lot of ball and met him at the rim.
Either way, Records can't be allowed, though, Mike, to wind it up like that and drive right to the basket. Let's take a look at it here. Walker, the help defender. Nah, he got him on the arm.
Yeah.
Definitely got him on the right arm.
But that's, again, another ball screen that they were not able to handle. There's been miscommunication on multiple ball screens.
It was number one on Coach's board when we talked to him tonight.
Yep.
Handling the ball screen. We've revisited our keys to the game. That was the top of the list, handling ball screens. The Mids have been miserable at it all night.
And the thing is, you can't go zone against Colgate because they shoot three-pointers.
Yeah.
No matter how they're shooting it tonight, a zone just invites them to knock them down.
Records makes it a 61-45 game. He's got 20. Silva, two-hand pass up top for Walker. Walker to the left side, trying to drive to the lane. Cut off by Ferguson. Out to Inge with 19 on the shot clock. 8:10 to go. Njoku to the high post. Looking for Carter on the flip. John outside to Inge. Picked up by Lynch Daniels. Inge trying to get down the lane. Forces it off the glass. Short. Records the rebound. Outlet to Lynch Daniels up the left side. I got to say, Mike, I think, and even though Navy did have some easy chances in the first half that they missed, this might be one of the best defensive efforts I've seen Colgate have against Navy, and in fact, anybody in the Patriot League of this caliber. It's been a super defensive effort. By Navy, it'll be a baseline out of bounds play. Spot throw in for Tucker Richardson and Colgate. 7:43 remaining, and the Raiders have pushed it up to 16. Navy's just not been able to stop them in the second half. Raiders have hit 10 of their last 12 shots, and they're on a 12-2 run over the last 5 minutes. Records backing in. He's got the mismatch with Dorsey to a wide-open Richardson. Sets his feet, fires a three. That shot no good. Carter had the rebounds, trying to save it and can't. He falls into the basket stanchion. And that kind of night for Navy right there.
It sure has. And, Pete, you give up a wide-open three like that to Richardson. I mean, Navy's fortunate that these threes for Colgate have not been going down as much as they would normally shoot it.
Colgate 3 of 17 from three-point range, and they lead by 16. I mean, if you're Navy, that's what you want out of Colgate. But you're missing the offense of a guy like Greg Summers tonight when other people are struggling. Cummings down the lane, plows in, gets it out to Lynch Daniels. Richardson open again. That's no good. Records kept it alive, but Dorsey has the long rebound.
That's two in a row that Richardson was wide open.
Inge looking for help, picks up the dribble, finds Carter. Pump fakes against Richardson. Inside for Walker against Lynch Daniels. Around the rim, no, and the tip by Richard Njoku, the Navy captain.
Well, you got to keep fighting here, obviously. Try to get this thing under 10.
Lynch Daniels finds Records and an offensive foul.
Yeah, it's a great job by Richard Njoku coming in and taking that one. That was a big-time collision.
If he doesn't get there, Records has a dunk. Keegan Records leading all scorers with 21 on 9 of 10 shooting and 3 of 4 at the line. To go with 5 rebounds. Lynch Daniels, as soon as he left his feet, Mike, he was DOA.
Yeah, and it was a great job by Rich seeing that and coming over and getting set before he took the charge.
Into the front court. Into the right corner. John Carter against Richardson. 20 on the shot clock. Inside for Njoku. Rich out to Carter. Deep three by John. No good. Air ball. Walker. Weak side. Pump fakes Records in the air. Missed the shot. Tip followed by Njoku.
Yeah, you love the activity level from Rich. 2 possessions in a row, offensive rebound buckets.
61-49. Njoku now with 6. The Mids have a run in them here. Colgate has gone scoreless, amazingly, for just over 2 minutes. Here with 6:06 to go. Ferguson against Njoku. Now Dorsey tries to pick him up with a switch. Ferguson right to the basket, and he puts it up and in.
Pat was never able to recover. He wasn't able to get in front of him to get there and had the advantage and scored.
Ferguson with 9. Inge kicks it out to Walker. Walker trying to drive on Richardson. Bounces it in for Njoku. Working against Records. Njoku into the lane. Records with a block, but a foul called.
Didn't seem like it much contact there, Pete. Woo!
Like Records went up and met him at the top of the ball.
High pointed that one. Let's see here.
Njoku down in the box. Records knows he's going to his left shoulder. Oh, I don't know. I think the big fella had a block there. Njoku at the line. The free throw is good. 63-50 with 5:39 remaining. Colgate by 13. That even got Matt Langle's longtime lieutenant, Dave Klatsky, who's been there all 11 years with Matt. And that's Mike, you know continuity. Navy staff same way with Coach D and John Perry. Dave Klatz could be right next to Matt Lengel's side the entire time there. Mike Jordan, of course, now in his second stint back with them. Continuity means everything. Cummings down the lane. Finds Records, lays it up and in.
Ball movement has been superior, and that interior passing, when you got a guy like Cummings that can get in the lane, and Records finishing tonight.
Inge bouncing it in for Njoku. Rich trying to go to work, double teamed in the lane. Puts it up, came down with the ball. They're going to say it was knocked away, so the ball came free, so he can come back down with it. Raiders by 15, 65-50, 5 minutes to go. Ferguson dumps it in for Records. Why not? Roll it up, big fella. 25 for game as you can have. He's 11 of 12 from the field.
Yeah, you would think he's the preseason all-league player for this team and not Cummings. He's not that Cummings has had a bad night, but Record's been incredible.
Nelly's got 16.
That's right.
Njoku trying to go inside. Kicks it back out Walker. Walker to the right side. Jumper on the way. Shot no good. Cummings with the rebound.
Jalen's had good looks, Pete. I mean, he hasn't taken really any bad shots, just nothing falling for him either.
Ferguson on the right side. I think Navy's kind of waved the white flag a little bit too. John Carter to the bench. Been nursing a tender ankle for a couple of games, playing through it. And right now, discretion, better part of valor. You got to be good in February and March. And hopefully Greg Summers gets back soon for this team. Had a workout before the game, looked really good, so he's getting closer. Walker, pass outside for Dorsey. Cummings contesting, gets the steal. They got a 3-on-1 other way. Ferguson lines up a three. Off the mark, no good. Njoku comes flying. 67-50, Colgate with the ball and the lead. 3:57 to go. It'll be a big log jam for first place after tonight. Records into the lane, kicks it back out for Richardson. Moffitt fakes left, got Dorsey to go by. That shot too strong. Rebound Richard Njoku for the Mids.
Maybe he's just lucky Colgate's way off with three-point shooting, Pete, because this thing would be really ugly if that was the case.
Inge fires a three. No, but a foul away from the ball. Offensive foul. Njoku inside. Loyola with a win against Lafayette. Still 7:20 to go there. Lafayette making a push after trailing by 13 at the break. Greyhounds by 5 up in Baltimore. Lehigh obliterating Bucknell, 81-56. Army has beaten BU 73-63. So you're going to have 4 teams, I think, by my count, 4-1 when this night is over with.
Yeah, Pete, and you're going to have
Records inside. Finally misses his second shot. Good contest by Tyler Nelson.
If you're Navy in the league, Pete, you're going to be in a scenario where all of a sudden you lose this one to Colgate. Now you go on the road to BU. I mean, this is 2 tough back-to-back games with the 2 teams that were picked ahead of you in the preseason.
Ironically, too, in that scheduling quirk, Navy will be done with Boston University in January.
They will, and they'll be done with, except for the Colgate trip, most of the long trips in this league. Army and Colgate would be the only, major trips left.
Njoku inside, trying to take it to Records. Right-hand jump hook, no. Ferguson rips the rebound away, and there'll be a foul on Walker. Just the 16th foul against Navy. Colgate has only fouled 5 times. Ferguson fakes the long pass. Wearing 13 like Dan Marino. Ready to gun one long. Gets it into the front court for Cummings. Nice job by Colgate against the pressure. And Mike, as we talked about, for Navy, BU, and Colgate, all 3 veteran clubs. Josh Caldwell, good senior for Army, had a great game against BU tonight. Ball to the corner, stolen by Dorsey here. He'll come the other way. Dorsey will fire the 3 in transition. Across the cup, no, and the rebound Records. So you got veteran clubs at the top of this thing now, and you got Lehigh jumping up into the fray now, and Army feeling good about themselves. This league is all of a sudden looking a lot deeper than I think some folks maybe thought at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it still seems to be, sort of 5 teams right now, right? And you're talking about 5 programs that are off to good starts.
What a move by Richardson.
Yeah.
Through the contact. But the strange thing, Mike, is after tonight, BU's already got 3 losses.
I know. It's crazy to think that. But they played a lot on the road, though, too, right? So.
Inge with an offensive foul taken by Cummings.
And to your point, what's been impressive is Colgate has won this game. This is almost like how Navy's been winning games in the league so far. This score, is eerily similar to what Navy's been doing to teams, and that's what's impressive. They're winning with physicality, they're winning the rebounding battle, and they're winning with 2-point shots and not 3-point shots.
Shows you the maturity, though, under Matt Langle, great coach. If one strategy doesn't work, you go beat them another way. Points in the paint tonight, they've been fabulous.
50 points in the paint for Colgate to only 20 for Navy. 50 points in the paint.
You would think and if the game goes the way Navy wants, it's the other way around.
Oh, absolutely. And it almost looks like a misprint to see 50 points in the paint out of 69 for Colgate.
Into the backcourt for Richardson. Guarded by Tyler Nelson. Colgate looking to move to 6-10, 2-1 in league play.
The good learning part about this for Navy, Pete, is this is almost a game where Navy got punched in the mouth. They got a stiff uppercut and a jab, and now they got to see how they respond.
It's by far Navy's poorest outing of the year. I mean, even in the losses to Louisville, Virginia Tech, they didn't play with this. They didn't play this way.
Right.
Those teams were just terrific in every facet offensively against them both nights. And those are ACC teams.
Exactly.
Too.
Different levels of athleticism. This is the first time this year where Navy's obviously losing the Patriot League, but losing almost to the style they play.
Yep. Tony Atkinson into the game for the Mids for the first time. He'll wear number 41. Free throw by Cummings, no good. You can see he's a little disappointed. Moved his head. The foul line, like in disbelief. He shoots it well at the line, too. I mean, the stat, too, that will anger the Navy coaching staff in addition to field goal percentage. Atkinson inside, blocked by Records. Richardson has it, is getting out-rebounded 39-31.
Yes, no doubt. You just don't see Navy give up, that type of rebound margin. They're usually on the plus side every game.
Mids entered 6.4 in the plus category. 10 on the shot clock here for Richardson. Sylvan Walker looked to double. Ferguson looking for help. Backdoor cut Moffitt. Oh, through the hands of Records. Knocked away. 1 on the shot clock. Blocked by Nelson. It'll be a shot clock in the game. 40 seconds to go. Walker up top for Atkinson. Right side, Sylvan. High post for Atkinson. Picks up his dribble, gives it back to Silva with 17 on the shot clock. Ball screen, Silva. Cross court, Jones. Christian will fire the 3. Too strong. Rebound on the weak side for Nicholas Louis-Jacques. Colgate will not have to shoot. That's the bad part for the subs when they get in that late, Mike.
That's right.
The shot clock is off and they can't shoot the ball.
You just dribble it out.
But put them in the book. Goes toward their letter. Final score here tonight. Indianapolis, Colgate going to win it by a count of 69-50.